WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, Villages.
To a telcom from President Trump, who says the two leaders see eye to eye on that subject.
I agree very much what you're doing with respect to migration and illegal immigration and even illegal immigration.
Giuseppe Conte's visit comes as the U.S. kicks off new trade talks with the EU. A prosecutor's press conference to announce police officers won't be charged in a shooting death in Minneapolis last month, descending into chaos, taken over by activists and the family of Thurman Blevins.
And I'm here to tell y'all that we're tired of it.
Blevins' family insists the officer's body cam recording shows the man running away, and the officers never should have felt endangered. The video shows Blevins running, but with a drawn firearm.
Fox's Evan Brown, the police union, says the shooting was justified. Fox News, we report, you decide.
It's been called shell shock, war neurosis, and battle fatigue. Today, we call it post-traumatic stress disorder, and it affects 1 out of every 5 warriors returning from battle in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Wounded Warrior Project offers comfort and support for warriors with PTSD and all other scars of war, whether those scars are visible or hidden. Find out how to help, because for warriors, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. Please visit woundedwarriorproject.org.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-452-1760. That's 800-452-1760.
The Ad Council.
Long week and I just don't feel like cooking. Can't the cooking fairies come and do it for me?
They may not be fairies, but they're pretty magical.
Who's that?
Honey Baked Ham of Ocala. They're having a special limited time offer picnic pack for just $19.99.
Oh?
You get a half pound of honey baked ham slices plus another half pound of smoked or roasted turkey breast. Add to that a pound of your choice of deli side and a package of King's Hawaiian rolls, and your dreams just came true. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Honey Baked Ham, 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue, just behind Best Buy.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. Today is the deadline for Floridians to register to vote and pick political affiliations for next month's primary election. The August 28th primary will be crucial in shaping November's election ballot. Term limits mean some of the state's top positions are up for grabs, including governor, agriculture commissioner, attorney general, and chief financial officer. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is investigating a robbery that occurred at the Dollar General store in Marion Oaks. A man was found dead Saturday afternoon after a shooting in Summerfield in the area of Southeast 145th Street. 2 people are dead following a house fire in Ocala on Saturday in the 4000 block of Southeast 84th Lane Road. Firefighters in Deerfield Beach rescued 3 baby sea turtles that had been trapped in a storm drain, and a snorkeler swimming off Hutchison Island found a college ring that had been missing for more than 2 decades and returned it to its owner. And that is your news brief from the source. Friends, countrymen, tourists, and Ocalans, lend me your ears. Hey, speaking of ears, there is an opportunity for you to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Call 352-266-2859. The Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary is affectionately known as EARS.
Have you ever looked at a homeless person and wondered what it's like to walk in their shoes? I'm Carla with Interfaith, and we're hosting a 1-mile walk to benefit our homeless shelter and raise awareness for our homeless friends. This is a walk that will change you for good. To learn more, visit our Facebook page, Walk a Mile in My Shoes 2018, or the Interfaith website at iesmarion.org. Take a walk with me on September 1st. The person you will impact the most is you.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. Their work is guaranteed along with your satisfaction. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
You know how frogs are so hoppy? It's because they don't smoke or have COPD, otherwise they would be flip-floppy. If you want to quit smoking to prevent yourself from croaking, come to A Better You for a good acupuncture poking. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, with A Better You Healthcare to stop smoking today at 352-615-5566. 352-615-5566.
Love, courage, truth. Glenn Beck.
You know, I just think that social media is maybe making us a lot more dumb. Do you think? There's currently a hashtag being pushed by the BBC that is out right now. Hashtag no more boys and girls. This is coming from one of the largest news outlets in the world, which is also publicly funded. They just ran an experiment where they dress up boys in girl clothing and girls in boy clothing, and then they sit back and watch as volunteer adults go to play with them. Now, there's some high-level science here. I don't know if you know this, but you probably have no idea what the results are going to be. What happens when these adults sit down with a girl dressed as a boy and a boy dressed as a girl? Let's go straight to the video.
I think she liked that pink dolly the best.
If I were to tell you actually that Sophie is Edward,
does
that change anything?
I maybe thought, oh, this is a little girl, so I have to give her little girl things.
No way. Shut up. A little 18-month-old dressed as a girl, introduced as Sophie, and the woman gives her little pink elephant to play with. Shut up. Who would have ever seen that coming? I mean, who would have ever thought that girls and boys might like different things? Well, they don't, apparently. It's just us. I don't even know where to start on this one. First of all, I know he couldn't have been the only one disturbed to see these poor little kids dressed up in clothes they're obviously not used to, and then having strangers come in and repeatedly call them by some other name. I mean, this is honestly borderline child abuse, isn't it? Second of all, speaking of child abuse, what this video is attempting to do is to train parents to coerce their kids into not accepting who they are. Letting little boys be little boys and little girls be little girls is not, as the BBC put it, conforming to a stereotype. That's called nature. Oh, man, these people piss me off. Have they ever been around children before? I mean, I'm sorry. You could be my sister. She grew up in the 60s and she's a hippie. She claims not to be, but she's a hippie. And she said she moves out to Wyoming. Okay, who moves out to Wyoming except hippies? So, I mean, from the Pacific Northwest, I just want to get away from it all. Get away from it all. It's 1980 Seattle. There is no all in Seattle in I want to get away from it all. So she goes and gets away from it all. And she decides when she's pregnant, she has a boy and she's not going to let them play with guns. So, God forbid Uncle Glenn comes and gives them, a toy gun or a truck. No. She gave up on that after she found her boys playing in the backyard, with sticks, playing cowboys, Indians, army. It's boys. That's what they do. It's nature. Now, the BBC claims to be advocating empowerment, but I think they're advocating child abuse. Every generation in history of mankind has understood that males and females are different. Does that make one superior over the other? No. But we need each other. We're different. But if they can make you doubt reality, they can eventually make you believe in anything. And that is what this is truly all about.
It's Monday, July 30th. You're listening to the Glenn Beck Program.
I don't know about you. I don't know any reason why I want to run to the movie theater and just escape. I can't think of a single reason that makes you just want to turn off reality.
It's hard to be involved in it, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
Because, of course, I'm sure this is the same with you. Every time you go do anything else, everyone wants to talk to you about the news.
No, I don't really have any friends, so I don't.
Okay. No one wants to talk to you about anything. But when I go do things, they know you work at a show that talks about the news all the time. So they bring it up, just like you bring up their dentistry or whatever job they have, right? Hey, how the teeth?
How's the teeth thing working?
How's the enamel? I mean, is that how big enamel day or
what is it that you do really? Because I just had my teeth cleaned and I went to the dentist and I only saw you for about 10 seconds. Somebody else did the x-ray. Somebody else cleaned. You just walked in, poked my gums with something and went, "You're looking good." What do you do?
It's kind of like if I hosted the show and at the end you came in and go, "Yep, you're right, Stu. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow."
And it's still the Glenn Beck program.
How does this work? I don't understand.
Right.
That's a good point.
The dentists have a great scam going on, but we digress.
You didn't think we'd uncover anything today. Well, we have.
We have. Yeah, we're doing our homework.
They're in the back with the nitrous. That's where I'd be.
Oh, I felt like such a wimp. I went to the doctor and when I was a kid, I had a doctor with the old style. I mean, this is like, you have to go back to old movies to even see these, with the old style syringe that was in the metal. Mm-hmm. The metal body on it,
sure.
And the two big rings on the end. So he stuck a needle in my gums and then let go and was like, "Oh, I forgot something." And so the needle and the thing is just like
what?
Boing, 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 and snapped off. And so he had to go dig it out of my mouth. So anybody comes near me with a dentist.
What alley were you in that this doctor?
I know.
I bet you do know. Yeah. He left a needle hanging.
Yeah.
From your gums, and then it broke.
Oh, yeah, it was really.
I hope you got 10% off.
We still went to the dentist. It was in those days where we're not going to. Oh, it's just Bob.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Bob should not be a dentist, Mom and Dad. No. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm trying to be really, really cool. And finally the nurse is like, "Would you like some nitrous?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." Mm-hmm. "Yes, please." It is. I felt like such a weenie. You're cleaning your teeth. And
I am 100% on the nitrous bandwagon. This has been a huge change in my life recently. And, a lot of people come on the radio to talk about positive changes in their life. This is a positive change in my life.
It? Okay.
I'm doing a lot more nitrous. It's great. Right. No, every time I go to the dentist for any reason, I actually just really enjoy it.
I might stop by this afternoon just to make an appointment.
Exactly.
But I need nitrous to do it.
I know. Someone say that sounds like a drug problem. Right. It does.
It is.
It is.
But it's under doctor supervision.
Exactly. And here's the thing. I mean, because I'm one of the people who, I can't believe we're talking about this now. I had one bad experience at the dentist a long time ago.
Tell me about it.
Where just something happened and it hit a nerve and it really hurt really badly. So now every time I go to the dentist, all I think about is every single move in my mouth is going to recreate that reaction.
Right. Every time they come to me with anything in my mouth, I'm like, "You're going to break that off in my gums."
Exactly.
Right. It's irrational.
Yes,
let it go.
Completely irrational. So I get nitrous every time I go to the dentist for any reason. And, 99% of the time it's, cleaning. Luckily, I've been to the dentist a lot, so I haven't had any tooth problems that are of any serious note. But even for a normal cleaning, I am absolutely on board. I don't wait until something happens. I do it right off the bat. In fact, I call ahead and I said, "You know what? Just to let you know, I know you never do this for anyone else." And they give me the little wuss treatment too. They're like, "Wait, this is just a cleaning, right?" I go, "Yes, I do." And you know what? This isn't covered by insurance. Yes, I do. Now bring out the drugs. That's what I say. and they roll the tank out there, and they put me under, and it's fantastic.
So why is nitrous
not more popular? I've asked the same question.
Right. Why?
And also I've asked, I may have done some research on how do I get a tank in my home? And
you might have done
that.
You might have.
And so here's the thing. Here's the issue.
I get to take it home.
Because I was thinking about it one day.
Right.
You know, we had a group outing, a friend's birthday party this weekend, and we went out, and as adults tend to do, not included in this room, had a few drinks and maybe a couple too many drinks on Friday night.
Right.
Saturday, I woke up and felt like hell.
Right.
You know, and that's not a normal occurrence for me at this point in my life, but it does occasionally happen. And I got, you know, this is what's so great about nitrous. You feel just as good as the greatest moment of that night drinking. In a half an hour, you're
driving
completely normal driving home. It's insane. And
now,
I think that's also the downside of it, though, because there's probably multiple downsides of it. Don't call me if you're some scientist, but one of the downsides of it is, 20 minutes after you pull this giant apparatus off your face, you're no longer no longer anywhere near the great moments of nitrous. Right. Which, by the way, this broadcast is brought to you by the makers of nitrous. Today. But it's one of those things where it just fades so fast. It's not a particularly viable recreational drug. I have looked into this, in that when you escalate usage, apparently, unlike all other drugs, you need more and more to get the same sort of level, and it becomes a little addictive. But the side effects apparently not that dramatic. And that's why it's a popular.
Now, I don't think you're thinking this through clearly enough.
Well, I am on nitrous, so I may not be thinking.
So you were saying, we went out. I mean, it might knock down some of the, I don't know. You know how everybody looks better when you're drunk?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Everybody looks better. I don't think wearing a little cup over your nose and having a hose and carrying around a tank in the back like you're an old man, is really that. Hey, so what's happening with you?
Well, first of all, this would not necessarily affect home usage. Let's be honest. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth here. But I have thought of this. And again, what year is it? Right? It's 2018. You're telling me we can't solve the face mask problem here? There's got to be a solution to that.
Right. Maybe you could just inject it.
This is again. Right. What if I walk around with a tank and a needle all day?
Right.
I mean, that would make this all the media stuff feel so much better.
I really wouldn't mind a life on nitrous.
It's pretty good.
It's
pretty good.
And what is really remarkable and kind of sad is that it does go away the minute you stop. You turn it off and you're like, no, don't.
Well, it fades slowly. And then you're a little bit I feel like I'm a little bit like cloudy. Like I wouldn't necessarily want to come to a show.
Yeah, I'm not going to operate a nuclear power plant, but I'll do this.
Yeah, I guess we just blurt it out. Yeah. Gosh, you guys aren't making any sense. What's the difference?
It's not like we're doing nuclear energy here.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. Most people, now sure, there's a television network involved, but put that aside for a moment.
Yes.
Most people hearing us right now are on the radio. Okay. Most people are taking in this show through audio only. They wouldn't be able to necessarily see a face mask.
No, but it might change the sound.
Well, no, it's going over your nose.
So still, tell me about the debt problem.
Put it over your nose and try to do the debt problem joke. See?
Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't notice.
You wouldn't. I mean,
but you would hear. I mean, when I'm thinking, you would just hear.
It would be weird.
It'd be a lot of those. There'd be a lot of those times on the air too, where we would both just be staring into space, and one of us would go, "Hey, wait a minute, what were we talking about?"
I'll remind you, this break started with something different. I brought up dentist, and that's how we got here.
I know.
So you're thinking it's going to be more coherent? I mean, I can't be less. There's a good chance we improve. Again, we should try
it for science sake to see if the show is better if we run that nitrous. Oh my gosh, I think that would be dangerous.
That probably, I mean, I think
that would be dangerous.
We would need a chaperone, because I think you're right. Someone has to have the power of just turning the mics off at some point. There has to be somebody in control. Because it could go really awry.
We should do this. This always legitimizes things. We should do this for charity.
Yes.
And raise money. How long?
Yeah.
How many minutes before the mic has to be shut off?
Oh my God, that would be, because I have the strangest thoughts when I'm in the dentist chair. I constantly.
I really don't. I'm just.
Happy. Seriously, you know what I think about almost every time? I'm like, why isn't nitrous more popular? I really I want to start a business. I just want to get in this line of work. I don't know what it is.
The only thing that is thought to me was it makes your car go fast and it makes you feel this way. All right.
You had a point, by the way.
I don't remember what it was.
We should get back to that.
We'll try to remember what it is. We'll take the masks off here in a minute. All right. I want to tell you about Real Estate Agents I Trust. Tanya and I were trying to sell our house a few years ago, and we were up in Connecticut. And by the way, have you seen the housing prices in Connecticut? Holy cow. Sorry, is this the nitrous?
Is it the nitrous? No, why? What?
Bad.
Really?
I mean, yeah. Bad.
It's weird. I mean, I looked recently at my houses up north that we owned around the time of the Great Recession. We owned 2 houses, moved a couple times. Mm-hmm. But both of those houses, according to like Zillow, have not recovered to the place that we sold them.
Yeah, me too.
Which is crazy.
We sold ours in 2008, I think, and still hasn't recovered, Anyway.
Amazing.
So we had a really hard time selling the house, and we needed a real estate agent that could really get the job done. Well, we've done a lot of research and thinking since then, because it can't be that hard. I mean, who do you hire? How do you know who to hire that's going to sell your house on time for the most amount of money, who has the right marketing plan? Who do you do? What do you do? You just trust an ad that you've seen? We have great agents that are in this long term. They are the best in your area. They have the best marketing plan. They have the most amount of experience, and their track record is the best. Okay. They will help you every step of the way to get your house sold on time and for the most amount of money. You'll find them at realestateagentsitrust.com. You want to sell your home? realestateagentsitrust.com. Go there now.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Hiring is really challenging, but there is one place you can go where hiring is simple, fast, and smart. A place where growing businesses connect to qualified candidates. That place is ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. ZipRecruiter sends your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards. But that's not all they do. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes. They find the people with the right experience and invite them to apply to your job. ZipRecruiter. It's so effective that 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. And with results like that, it's no wonder why ZipRecruiter is the highest rating hiring site in America. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at this exclusive web address. It's ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. That's ZipRecruiter.com/BECK. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Here's your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. Today is the deadline for Floridians to register to vote and pick political affiliations for next month's primary election. The August 28th primary will be crucial in shaping November's election ballot. Term limits mean some of the state's top positions are up for grabs, including governor, agriculture commissioner, attorney general, and chief financial officer. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is investigating a robbery that occurred at the Dollar General store in Marion Oaks. A man was found dead Saturday afternoon after a shooting in Summerfield in the area of Southeast 145th Street. 2 people are dead following a house fire in Ocala on Saturday in the 4000 block of Southeast 84th Lane Road. Firefighters in Deerfield Beach rescued 3 baby sea turtles that had been trapped in a storm drain, and a snorkeler swimming off Hutchison Island found a college ring that had been missing for more than 2 decades and returned it to its owner. And that is your news brief from The Source. Friends, countrymen, tourists, and Ocalans, lend me your ears. Hey, speaking of ears, there is an opportunity for you to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Call 352-266-2859. The Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary is affectionately known as EARS.
Glenn Beck.
This is a disturbing conversation we've just stumbled into here with
the good new business line, Glenn. Come on.
I don't think this sounds wrong.
You got internet, you got TV, you got radio, you got books,
and
you got nitrous. I mean, I'm willing to head up this department. So how come this isn't
a bigger problem? I mean, this is much better than opioids.
Because there's not the downside of it. That's the big thing. You wake up the next, you're legitimately an hour later completely.
It's got to like burn your brain out or something.
It does. It's not according to the Cracked magazine.
Cracked magazine.
Yeah, Cracked did a big expose on this to talk about the long-term effects. And
so it's not illegal.
It's not illegal. No, you can use it.
So why isn't it being used by? I mean. Seriously, why would you do opioids?
We're 20 minutes into this. Probably time for the disclaimer that you should not actually do nitrous like this.
But right.
There is an issue where some people get to, it's not addictive per se, but it is one of those things where if you really like the feeling.
Oh, it's mentally addictive.
And yeah, it's one of those things that if you get into that pattern, you can start to want to do so much. But there's stories of people who want to do 100, 200, 300 hits of it a day. And that's how it's easily acquirable, is my understanding.
I would just want one.
A lot of research.
That would start at the morning when I got up and ended when I went to sleep.
See, I'm thinking like, I go to the movie. I go to see Tom Cruise's movie, right? I'm going to see Mission Impossible. I bring along my nitrous tank. I wheel it down the aisle. I sit on the end. I pop it on and watch a nice movie. It'll be great. And then I get up and I drive home. I mean, this is an enjoyable evening.
I am serious. Why is this not done by people?
I think it is done by people, but I don't know that you can just acquire a tank.
Why would you do crack? Why would you do, what is the drug, the popular drug? It makes your teeth rot and your
meth.
Yeah, meth. Mm-hmm. Why would you do any of that?
Why not go to nitrous? You can order it easily online in small hit form.
No, I'm serious. I mean, I'm not, this isn't healthy conversation coming from an alcoholic, but if you're going to meth, wouldn't you think, this is probably better?
First of all, I could stop my nitrous anytime. I just don't want to.
I just take off.
So I don't.
I'm in full control.
But no, I think it's because it's so short. I think that's the issue.
Wesley in Ohio. Hello, Wesley. You're on the Glenn Beck program.
Glenn, privileged to talk with you. I talked to your screener about the nitrous in a car is different than the food grade nitrous that you're breathing.
Good thing I haven't tried to take a hit out of a car.
It's found in the spray whipped cream in the can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That same nitrous is in that can. That's what propels and causes the expansion of the cream. So if you hold the can upright and you ingest it, breathe in that.
Yeah, no, those are called, what is it called?
Whippets.
Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. That's called whippets.
And that's not a good thing.
No, it's
it's the same nitrous as what you're talking about.
But what's the difference between the nitrous there and the nitrous in the car? We've only had 30 seconds.
Even though I'm into the car business, I do not know the difference, but I wouldn't take any nitrous from a car.
No. Well, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Even if you were a doctor and said it was okay, I wouldn't do that, but I appreciate it. All right. Thanks, Wesley. Back in just a second.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. The new Italian prime minister, with his tough stance on immigration, getting a White House welcome from President Trump, who says the two leaders see eye to eye on that subject.
I agree very much what you're doing with respect to migration and illegal immigration and even illegal immigration.
Giuseppe Conte's visit comes as the U.S. kicks off new trade talks with the EU. A prosecutor's press conference to announce police officers won't be charged in a shooting death in Minneapolis last month, descending into chaos, taken over by activists and the family of Thurman Blevins.
And I'm here to tell y'all that we're tired of it.
Blevins' family insists the officer's body cam recording shows the man running away, and the officers never should have felt endangered. The video shows Blevins running, but with a drawn firearm.
Fox's Evan Brown, the police union, says the shooting was justified. Fox News, we report, you decide.
It's been called shell shock, war neurosis, and battle fatigue. Today, we call it post-traumatic stress disorder, and it affects 1 out of every 5 warriors returning from battle in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Wounded Warrior Project offers comfort and support for warriors with PTSD and all other scars of war, whether those scars are visible or hidden. Find out how to help, because for warriors, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. Please visit woundedwarriorproject.org.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-452-1760. That's 800-452-1760.
Yeah. Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Insurance needs got you worried? Clifford Insurance has you covered with over 25 premium carriers. Family owned and operated with 200 years plus of combined experience. Call them today, 352-245-5455. Clifford Insurance has the expertise you and your family deserves.
Give me, Alicia Clifford, a call today for a free quote at 352-245-5455.
Everybody knows that Bob Wines is literally the tree king. He has more trees, more variety, more sizes, and of course, the lowest prices on trees every day. But right now, during the best tree planting time of the year, Bob Wines has lowered the prices even more. You can buy large trees for as little as $49.99, and you get a second tree just like it for half price. All fruit trees at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens are half price this week. And Bob has a huge selection of ornamental blooming trees like gardenia, bottlebrush, roses, azaleas, and hydrangea trees. These are beauties, and they're regularly $139. But this week, Bob is selling them for just $89.99. Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. They're open daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Repticon presents Rep Today, the one-day reptile event in Gainesville, August 11th. It'll be at the Wyndham Garden at 2900 Southwest 13th Street. Call 863-268-4273 or go to Repticon.com for more information and to buy tickets. This may not be Jurassic Park, but you will be able to have live animal encounters and see thousands of reptiles and other exotic animals. August 11th, Wyndham Garden, Gainesville, because kids of all ages love reptiles. Rep Today.
Have you ever looked at a homeless person and wondered what it's like to walk in their shoes? I'm Carla with Interfaith, and we're hosting a 1-mile walk to benefit our homeless shelter and raise awareness for our homeless friends. This is a walk that will change you for good. To learn more, visit our Facebook page, Walk a Mile in My Shoes 2018, or the Interfaith website at iesmarion.org. Take a walk with me on September 1st. The person you will impact the most is you.
This is the Glenn Beck Program.
So I went to see the Tom Cruise movie this weekend. It is. I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise. I'm a big fan of Mission Impossible series, but I think each of the Mission Impossibles are getting better as they go. It's like the opposite of what sequels used to be.
It does seem that way.
Yeah.
I didn't like the early ones that much, and the last couple have been really good, I thought.
I did, but when you watch them, because the family, we watched over the last 4 weeks, we'd watch one Mission Impossible building up to this.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've seen all of them, and they're getting better. This one is the best by far. It is just a rocket ride the entire time. And what makes this more impressive is the fact that he did all of his own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he learned how to fly a helicopter in a corkscrew dive, which is one of the hardest things to do. He learned it in like 3 months. That's really him flying. That's really him climbing the rope. That's really him on the motorcycle, 120 miles an hour with oncoming traffic in Paris. And they were filming it, and they had some safety device on the bike and everything else, and they couldn't get the shot. And Tom said, just take it off. Just let me do it. And they're like, I don't, no, I don't think so. Just take it off. And they took it off. So that's it. Every stunt you see, he's doing.
He's not doing. There's no.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. This is from what I have heard.
Okay.
Everything that you see his face on, there's no superimposing, but you see him on the rock, on the cliff face. You see him, falling out of airplanes.
And he hurt it. He broke his ankle, right? I don't know.
Because at one point
he had to do the jumping out of the airplane scene 106 times.
Oh my God.
He had to jump from the plane 106 times to get the shot right.
Oh, you got to be
Is that
kidding.
incredible?
Yeah.
Wow. That kind of attention to detail, that's why he makes 25 or 30 million a movie.
Nice. I'm telling you, though,
he's incredible.
And you know what? I think he is. We all really liked Tom Cruise, and then he jumped on Oprah's couch, and everybody's like, he's a freak.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's officially put that away.
It feels that way. Yeah.
He's just that likable Tom Cruise guy again, you know, and he just seems like a good guy. And then, he's what, 56, 57?
56.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Look
He's a
at
sexy
him.
man. He's still a sexy man.
Yeah, he is. He is.
That's not the nitrous talking. He's still a sexy man.
You watch him run in some of the scenes. He'll be jumping on rooftops. That's where he broke his ankle. And you'll see him running and jumping off of these rooftops in London. And he's running like he's 20. I mean, the guy just has power. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
And his career's amazing. We were just talking about some of the movies he's done in the past. Almost all of them are super enjoyable. Really great. I mean,
there's very few exceptions.
All the way back.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut and Vanilla Sky would be right off.
Those are probably exceptions. I didn't see either of them, but I hear they're not.
Yeah, they were bad.
Not good. I mean, Interview with a Vampire.
No, that wasn't good.
But you think about Top Gun, Minority Report.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie's awesome.
Really good.
That's one of those movies that if it's on, I have to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
So great.
Have to watch it.
You have to watch it.
You have to watch
Yeah.
it. It's a rule. But I mean, American Made came out last year, was really good.
Really good.
Was it?
It wasn't one of
Really
those movies
good.
that tons of people saw, but
Yeah.
it was really
Should have.
Really good.
It was really good. It's a true story.
Yeah.
True story.
About an American drug dealer?
No, CIA. That's how the CIA was trying to, use Manuel Noriega and the drug lords to, I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was really good, though.
But it was really good.
Edge of Tomorrow.
That was good.
Is that Die, Rinse, Repeat or whatever that is?
Live, Die, Repeat.
Live, Die, Repeat.
They changed the name after the theater run for some reason. It's weird.
That's how I know it. What is it?
It was Edge of Tomorrow initially at the movie theater. I went to see Edge of Tomorrow, and then Live, Die, Repeat is on demand. It's strange.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
I think they released it internationally, maybe as Live, Die, Repeat.
Really?
And then their big thought was the reason why it didn't do, and it did $100 million, but for a Tom Cruise movie, that's not all that much. And they think that just people didn't know what the heck it was about. Like they thought that the Edge of Tomorrow just didn't say anything.
It didn't do all that. I mean, it did well, but not fantastic.
It was good.
And I thought it was really good.
I really liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah. I mean, he's had a couple. I mean, Rock of Ages was kind of a disaster, but I mean,
sort of the Def Leppard story.
Didn't see that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
he didn't.
Plus that was on Broadway for a long time.
Yeah.
That he was in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That just doesn't seem like a good decision.
No.
But there's been a lot of big movies in the Tom Cruise career. I don't know if we're breaking news by saying that, but he's had a decent run. Oh God! I mean, you got to go back that far. There's
great movie.
You know,
he's
Born on the 4th of July, of course.
He's really
Few Good Men, The Firm. I mean, these are Jerry Maguire.
Oh,
one
of my all-time favorites. I love Jerry Maguire.
I mean, there's a lot there. War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Wow, he's probably our generation. Jimmy, no. Who would he be?
He's got to be the biggest movie star, right? I mean, there was a time where like you had Tom Hanks was in that discussion, right? Like Will Smith, I mean, Denzel Washington. There's a certain amount of people in that discussion. I don't know if there's anybody
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was that guy, and he still is a huge movie star, but he's not still going.
Right.
You know, he's still not making those blockbuster hits.
Well, was The Post big? The Post was pretty big, right?
Not
that wasn't.
Yeah,
and it wasn't a Tom Hanks vehicle.
Meryl Streep more than anything else, which was probably the mistake they made. Let's be honest about it. Throw that junk in the middle of a movie. Of course,
I love it when your Meryl Streep hatred comes to the surface. I love it.
I mean, it didn't make money in the theater. I mean, $81 million on a $50 million budget.
Wow,
so that's
it's a good movie though. It really was a good movie.
Yeah, they just put Meryl Streep in it, so it's not going to do that well.
But is it slanted? Is it like?
No, I thought it was unbelievably. It's one of those movies that you're looking at the people like Meryl Streep, and you're like, do you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's like, at one point they're sitting around talking about, we gave Jack Kennedy a pass, and he's the guy who started all this. Why? He used us. We shouldn't be friends with a president. We should be objective the whole time.
Wow.
And as they're saying it, you're like, yes, hello.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Because I've avoided it for that reason. I thought, that's...
No, it's actually, I didn't think so. I thought it was pretty good.
People are, I guess this is a big thing going around Twitter right now. Apparently, I don't know, true? That Tom Cruise is older than Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon.
Yes.
He's currently older than Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon.
No.
Yeah, that went away.
That's impossible.
It's not.
That's
not
impossible.
It's not.
I mean, he's jumping off roofs
is amazing.
Jumping out of planes.
That's not the same guy.
Well, I mean,
Wilford Brimley and Tom Cruise.
No.
Completely different guys at 56.
And the Kelly McGillis pictures that have been tossed around. I mean, I feel bad.
I do too. Because,
but it's
not a flattering shot of her to begin with.
Would you like to make that a little more accurate?
Because if you haven't seen this,
that's a very kind statement.
It's a 1980s, what was it, 86 and 2018 side back to, 4 pictures total. The 2 pictures at the top are the original. It's actually 1 picture, but the original picture of Cruise and Kelly McGillis in Top Gun. And then they show both of them today. Cruise looks identical to what he looked like.
He's only a little thicker.
Yeah,
he's not fat. He's just
he's
just thickened out some.
And then she looks like
completely
everybody
different.
else, I guess, would after a long run.
She looks like
and you don't mean run like
no, it's 40 years.
It looks like she's been,
she's aged
like we have over 36 years.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's not a knock on her as much as it's a compliment to him, I think.
Well, look at everybody in that cast. Have you seen Val Kilmer?
Oh yeah. Well, Val's had his issues.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I looking up pictures of Val Kilmer and I'm feeling good about me.
Wow.
I heard Val has
slimmed back down
a little bit.
I've heard that as well.
Because he was going after the And I think he's in it. He's in the new Top Gun.
Is he?
I think so, because I heard initially he wasn't, but then I saw that he was. So I'm not sure which is accurate.
You kind of look.
Everybody's excited for the new Top Gun.
I love Top Gun. You didn't like Top Gun?
Yeah, it was okay.
Well, when you're a guy,
are you a communist?
Right.
How could you not have liked Top Gun?
No, I like Ronald Reagan.
Okay,
I like Ronald Reagan.
I mean, Top Gun. Exactly. That's what a man would watch Top Gun, right? And then
Wait.
That's
true. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold it. Just a second.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think. I kind of get what I'm.
I think you're trying to say I'm not a man.
Oh yeah, no, it was pretty obvious. I guess then. In retrospect, I wasn't really. There's no veil there. Okay, got it.
Get out. Get out. Both of you, get out.
Oh, cool. I can leave.
No punishment. You stay.
Pat Gray Unleashed, by the way, coming up in just moments on the Blaze Radio and TV network. Listen and view.
Simply Safe Home Security. Fantastic protection for you and your family. Well, Simply Safe has now just been valued at $1 billion. I mean, it's crazy. I know these guys. I've known them for such a long time. Five guys just working together. That's when I first started working with them.
Did they offer you an investment opportunity?
No.
At any point?
No, they didn't.
You should have pressed on that one a little.
I should have because I knew they were going to be successful because these guys are they were helping people out so they wouldn't get burglarized, and they had this idea, and it was, a better mousetrap. And now
they're doing it in front of everybody's eyes, and
it's $1 billion, and
you didn't invest
here with nothing. Anyway, Simply Safe. They protect now over 2 million people, and here's what makes them great. Comprehensive protection for your home, round-the-clock professional monitoring and police dispatch. You get protection against intruders, fires, leaks, busted pipes, all of it. Simply Safe. It works during power outages, downed Wi-Fi. Even if the burglar comes in and tries to smash your keypad, it's still calling police. The system is easy to use, incredibly intuitive, takes just a couple of minutes to set it up, and you own it. Oh, plus no contracts and no hidden fees. The 24/7 monitoring is only $14.99 a month. That's it. So order yours now. Go online and find out how easy it is to protect your home with Simply Safe. Go to simplysafebeck.com. That's simplysafebeck.com. Get 10% off your home security system right now at simplysafebeck.com.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
It was July 2017. Bitcoin was down 40%. And my Bitcoin cryptocurrency expert, Tika Tawari from Palm Beach Letter, wrote about an announcement that would bring enormous amounts of money to Bitcoin. That's a quote. At the time, Bitcoin was trading at around $18.50 a coin. And he said that Bitcoin was now going to hit $10,000 by the end of the year. And people thought he was nuts because we were in the middle of a horrific bear market. But by the end of the year, Bitcoin hit $20,000. Tika has now just announced that, like last year, another big event is happening, and he believes it could take Bitcoin up 10 times or more. Bitcoin will be $40,000 or higher by Christmas. You need to learn about cryptos and the best way to invest quickly. It explains what cryptos are, how they work, which ones he recommends, and how to buy them. I believe everyone should have at least $100 in Bitcoin, but educate yourself first. Check out this exclusive Glenn Beck course now at smartcryptocourse.com. That's smartcryptocourse.com, or call 877-PBL-BECK. 877-PBL-BECK.
Everybody knows that Bob Wines is literally the tree king. He has more trees, more variety, more sizes, and of course, the lowest prices on trees every day. But right now, during the best tree planting time of the year, Bob Wines has lowered the prices even more. You can buy large trees for as little as $49.99, and you get a second tree just like it for half price. All fruit trees at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens are half price this week, and Bob has a huge selection of ornamental blooming trees like gardenia, bottlebrush, roses, azaleas, and hydrangea trees. These are beauties, and they're regularly $139, but this week Bob is selling them for just $89.99. Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. They're open daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Repticon presents Rep Today, the one-day reptile event in Gainesville, August 11th. It'll be at the Wyndham Garden at 2900 Southwest 13th Street. Call 863-268-4273 or go to Repticon.com for more information and to buy tickets. This may not be Jurassic Park, but you will be able to have live animal encounters and see thousands of reptiles and other exotic animals. August 11th, Wyndham Garden, Gainesville, because kids of all ages love reptiles. Rep Today.
Have you ever looked at a homeless person and wondered what it's like to walk in their shoes? I'm Carla with Interfaith, and we're hosting a 1-mile walk to benefit our homeless shelter and raise awareness for our homeless friends. This is a walk that will change you for good. To learn more, visit our Facebook page, Walk a Mile in My Shoes 2018, or the Interfaith website at iesmarion.org. Take a walk with me on September 1st. The person you will impact the most is you.
It's been a long week and I just don't feel like cooking. Can't the cooking fairies come and do it for me?
They may not be fairies, but they're pretty magical.
Who's that?
Honey Baked Ham of Ocala. They're having a special limited time offer picnic pack for just $19.99.
Oh?
You get a half pound of honey baked ham slices plus another half pound of smoked or roasted turkey breast. Add to that a pound of your choice of deli side and a package of King's Hawaiian rolls, and your dreams just came true. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Honey Baked Ham, 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue, just behind Best Buy.
Glenn Beck.
Well, we have to. We have to have our thoughts and prayers with a woman who is remaining nameless in the story because of the tragedy that has befallen her. She was she's 24 years old. She just got married to a 26-year-old guy. And they had been married less than a year. And she started to think, there's something going on. There's something's not right here. She said, my husband was distant all of a sudden. He wasn't around. There was little conversation. He started to disappear. He said he was having to stay late at work, and then he had to travel away from work, yada, yada, yada. And so she called investigators and some private eyes, and they saw the physical signs. They said, she got them. There's changes in dress, coming home later and later. When guys take their cell phones everywhere with them and they leave it face down, the investigator said, these are all the warning signs. He could be messing around. So they went out and they did surveillance on her or on him. And, she said, I put a lot of guilt on myself. I couldn't understand, what I was hearing and seeing. I mean, what had happened? And then they returned with video footage. And when she saw who the woman was, she said, well, it was a total fog of disbelief. Apparently, her husband had been a frequent visitor to dating websites offering trysts, and they had uncovered that he had registered with several dating websites, and
she kind of suspected that, though.
Yeah, and so they followed him to one of these trysts, and they had the videotape of him at 26 making it with a mother of two. And a grandmother of four. She's 72 years old.
That probably was surprising.
I would.
Not the way you necessarily.
Are you an ageist?
No, I just think, Why
was that busy surprising? What, old people can't enjoy and be at the prime of their...
They certainly can.
Yes.
They certainly can.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I just think that maybe it was surprising. It's just the distance of the drive, you know? Just to get all the way out there, you know, it's...
And probably the distance of the SAG, too. You know?
Potentially.
That was maybe a little shocking.
It's a little... I mean, look... Well, you know, we've all. There's many movies now that come out about this. Like, what's the one? The Last Vegas. I think they've been trying to make Last Vegas like every 3 months for the past several years.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, really? It's like every aging celebrity goes to Vegas together.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like one of those type of movies.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, look, there's documentary evidence here that do some really fun things.
Well, apparently this isn't the only 72-year-old woman that he has been with.
So he's got a sexual preference, Glenn.
Right.
And you know what? I don't know if you're criticizing his preference.
And
but I hope. This is the reverse
The
situation.
older you get, the more chance you have of him being turned on by you, apparently. So